Alright brothers and sisters, today I'm going to show you a very quick way to farm gold. I honestly do not expect things to stay this way. In fact, I'm almost certain they will change. So use it now while you can. Alright, briefly I'll go over the strategy, and then as the video goes on, we'll go into details. So basically, we're going to the ruins. If you recall, there are improved item drop rates in ruins compared to the other dungeons. Now you add in the new high roller mode, and the loot is just insane. It feels like you're in Crypt's Inferno on the second level. But we don't have to spend a ton of time to get to the second level. We can be in and out of this game in less than 6 minutes. Sometimes within 5 if you're really fast and you get a good static spawn. With Hotfix 22, they've significantly increased the amount of gold that you get when you're selling gear to merchants. This means you can make a ton of gold by selling to merchants, and you don't even have to step into the awful trade chat. Blues are giving 8 gold per square. Epics are giving 12 gold per square. If you fill up your inventory with blue gear or better, you are leaving every game with 400 gold at least. Just to make this more clear, if I sell a 6-slot blue piece of armor, I'm getting 48 gold. If I sell a purple piece of armor, I'm getting 72 gold. So, if you fill up your inventory with blues and purples, that's a lot of gold. So the strategy is, no matter where you spawn on ruins, you want to spend the first 5 or 6 minutes looting every single chest you see. Ideally, your looting path should go over a lion's head chest or a golden chest, so you can get extra loot. But it's okay if you don't go for those. Just hit every single chest that you can find. At about 5 minutes, you should be looking for your exit. Memorize these 4 static exits. You want to be there first as soon as it opens, whether it's in the zone or not. If it's in the zone, just chug 2 health pots and sit down. You'll be fine. I strongly suggest you avoid all players and just focus on hitting every chest you can without pulling too many mobs. If you want to go for a riskier, yet much more profitable run, go for these gold ores. Keep in mind, if you go for these gold ores, there are a lot of other players who are thinking the same thing as you. You can make over 1,000 gold per run, but you're probably going to have to fight other players to claim your loot. That's why I recommend this other method where you're avoiding players. It's a lot safer, especially for newer players, if you just avoid people. So you can do this on any class. Just keep in mind, if you're someone like a Cleric who has very slow interaction speed, it means you'll be opening chests very slow, which hurts your loot timing, right? You'll be much slower. Also, if you want to run from players, move speed is king. If you play a slower class, it might be a little bit harder to give players the slip. So, if you want to be super optimal and you're going to be farming for a long time, I suggest going rogue. You have great interaction speed for opening chests, you have great move speed for running away from players, and you can take things like lockpicking mastery so that you can open every gold chest you find without having to bother with the trade chat and finding lockpicks. Additionally, you have hide, which lets you lose mob aggro or player aggro if you do it right. I like to go in very lightly geared for 2 reasons. One, if I die, I don't really care, I didn't lose any money, and I can re-gear within 20 seconds between games. And 2, if I don't bring gear, that means I have extra slots for holding stuff. That means more inventory, right? So, the way I gear up is I buy the cheap, poor grade weapon that I like in the shop, whatever that may be for your class. And additionally, I buy whatever cheap, poor quality boots I can. Now we are faster, we can run away from players, and we can deal with some mobs on our own. Additionally, I'll take off most of my gear, and this is how I run it right here. I suggest you bring in at least 2 pots, maybe 3, and now you're ready to go. Now, there's going to be a mix of totally geared chads and basic geared people in these lobbies. You really want to avoid everybody and just focus on your farm. So I'm going to show you a sped up version of what these runs look like. I don't want to bore you with the whole 5-minute run every time. Basically, we're just taking on mobs, right? Don't pull too many at a time. We're hitting up the lion's head chests if we see them on our way. You see the static exit is very close to me now, so I'm just clearing out this castle, taking out the sub-boss, hopefully trying to get some good loot. Unfortunately, he didn't really have anything. We're opening every little chest. And once we're full up on our inventory and that static exit opens, we're gone. We don't stick around to optimize our loot and get better loot. We just want to be in and out quick as possible. As you can see here, this is about 420 gold. Nice. This method is very consistent, and honestly we could have gotten more gold out, but as you can see I'm saving quest items as well. Alright, next run. I should have taken Lockpick Mastery. I was trying a little meme build here, so I missed that chest. But no matter where we spawn, we're just going for chest. We're trying to get to the static exit. Here you can see a little bit of advanced mob control. I'm using the Skeleton Mage to blow up all the other red skellies. And I really like this node here. There's lots of stone tombs, and these actually give great loot. Plus, there's a static exit in the tiled north. And a nice coffin. This is probably one of my favorite tiles to loot on ruins. It's very easy. So, as soon as we got full, we went down to the static exit and we got out. Boom. 450 gold on that run, very quickly. Again, we're saving quest items. And if we didn't save quest items, we could make even more gold. Additionally, I'm saving this rapier that I found. Could have been another gold slot. So, this next run, again, just go for the chests. Take out the mobs that you see. Focus on the chests. Make your way towards the static exit, which I know is northeast. Straight east for me. I'm using the red skelly to break the boxes because I'm too weak as a rogue. We drop everything that's not blue or better, unless it's green treasure. I will accept that. Get every big chest that we can find. It's pretty simple. It's pretty stress-free as long as you can deal with mobs and as long as players aren't hunting you. As soon as you see players like this, you just leave. Static exit, boom, another 420 gold. Now, I've seen, if you look around, the OGs will know, there's downstairs on the ruins map. They're already there, they're just not being used yet. I think this loot is going to be nerfed in the future, and we're going to be forced to go into Inferno on ruins to get this quality of loot. But we'll have to see. So clerics are pretty bad at doing this. You're very slow. I mean, I guess you can heal in the swarm, but if you have 2 health pots and you sit down, it's just as good as popping Sanctuary. Even better, actually. But I'm just showing this clip because I want to stress that these static exits are hot. People want them, so you need to be first. Otherwise, you might not get them. The quicker we get out, even if we're not 100% full, the quicker we can get back in the next game and start farming again. So to calculate our earnings, if we're earning 400 gold and our runs take 6 minutes to complete, we'll add in 2 minutes per run for time to sell, time to get back into the game, and load times. And so 8 minutes per run, 400 gold. In 1 hour, we're looking at 3,000 gold an hour at least. Not bad. You should be getting a stash tab every hour if you do this right. So that's it for the guide. Let me know if I've missed anything or if you have any questions. I'll reply to it down below in the comments. If you are interested in streaming, I'll be streaming this weekend as well as next week. I'm very strongly considering grinding the Demigod on solo Cleric. I know the integrity of the leaderboard's kind of iffy. I've seen a lot of teamers that are cheating, and even Americans. I won't name a name, but there was one guy in the top 5 who's teaming to get his rank. But hey, I would still like to do it as a challenge for myself. I think it'd be fun, and I think it'd be very frustrating and good for content. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, brothers and sisters, I'll link the map that I showed today in the description below. And as always, enjoy yourselves in the dungeon. Not like this, out.